Stop.
All right, everybody, it's your boy Genius, G Squared Tactical. Got Miss Genius with the attitude. She got a little bit of an attitude. It's like 70 degrees out here. She's talking about it's hot. But either way, we have the Springfield Echelon 4.0c ported, or what they call compensated. She has the original 4.0c, okay? I promised we would do a comparison between these two like we do them. We're not scientific. We're just trying to do them the same as the everyday blue collar, gun guy would do them. And she's never shot. In fact, before today, we have other videos up. We invite you to check those out if you're landing on this one first. But before today, Miss Amanda had never shot the Echelon platform, period, ever, okay? And she liked the ported. She liked the ported Echelon, and she gave her opinion about it. What she did not like. Again, go over, check those videos out. But she's never shot, like literally never shot, the 4.0 non-ported, or what did you call it? Unported? No, non-ported. I call it unported. Okay. She's never shot this one. So what we want to do today is let her start this video. We want her to shoot the non-ported, and then she's going to shoot the ported and just give us her thoughts. Just her honest, just right off the cuff, what her thoughts are, difference between the two, just shooting at the target. And before she does that, as always, we want to invite you to know Jesus Christ as your Savior, the most important decision you'll ever make in your life. No matter what, how many times we fail in this life, doesn't matter how good you are, and it honestly doesn't matter how bad you are. There's no good or bad getting you to heaven or hell. Only denying the blood of Jesus Christ will do that. Reach out to us in the comments section. Reach out to us at gsquaredtactical@gmail.com and allow us to share the good news of the gospel of Jesus Christ if you're not 100% sure that you'll have a home in heaven if you were to pass today. Also, consider going over to Patreon. You can click on the link in the corner of the screen, supporting us over there monthly, as little as $5, or as much as how much ever you want to. And we upload all the videos over there. You can watch them ad-free. And every bit of that will go back into the channel, as it is not cheap to run this ammunition for everyone that asks for all of these different reviews and comparisons. Also, gsquaredtactical.com. Click on the link in the corner of the screen, take you right over there. You pick up some merchandise. Miss Amanda's wearing one of the G Squared ladies hats with the ponytail cut out of the back. Also have other merchandise. You can also click on the 3 lines in the left-hand corner of the screen, scroll pop down, click on support the channel. It's pretty self-explanatory after that, and you can make a one-time donation. We do get the majority of that. We get the most of that, so we encourage people to donate through the website. So without further ado,
But what's better than that?
What's better than that?
Than donations.
I don't know. Oh, yeah. Thank you. That's very true. It is absolutely free to hit the thumbs up and subscribe, because that does, truthfully, Miss Amanda's right, help our channel out. Really, more than anything, is those subscribers. 78% of the people that watch our channel or our videos are not subscribers. That's mind-boggling to me. So I'm going to let you start out with the...
We're going to start out with the non-ported Echelon.
Echelon?
Echelon. All right. Any target?
You do whatever makes you feel best.
Am I on the camera?
Yeah, you good to go.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Couldn't count.
Couldn't count. You was trying to count them.
Wow,
it's the first time you've ever shot the Echelon.
That was nice. That was nice.
Echelon.
I liked it. It was nice.
You like that one?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It didn't have much of a kick. It's nice.
Yeah, it's a nice piece. Let's see what you
All
got
right.
with the, what do you call it?
I'm trying to save my emotions till I get through with both of them.
Is that what it is? Is that what it is?
Okay, this is the ported Echelon.
You didn't save your emotions when you was yelling at me before the camera came on.
Oh yeah, I threatened to pistol whip you.
Yeah, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah. She might have done that actually. All right, ported version of the Echelon Focus, focus.
Let's do a different one. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, can you see my glasses?
It makes a lot of smoke.
No, I'm fogged up.
It makes a lot of smoke. It makes a lot of smoke.
It's fun to shoot. Both of them's fun to shoot.
Okay. So, okay, let me just ask you this then, because I know you've already shot the ported one. Now, I want to point something out. Now, I don't scoot down just to help.
Yes,
Okay, not too much. Come this way. I want to point something out. Not sure if this shows up for camera or not, because I know the camera's not pointed down range. Maybe I'll do a accuracy shooting with the camera behind me so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. But as I've mentioned before, that I would not carry a ported gun, and part of the reason for that was that, again, I just feel like it's a point of failure, although they typically do pretty good these days, you know, get a snag point, if you will. But my biggest reason was just that energy, that flash, that smoke out in front of you. And I talked about at night.
Oh, it was heavy smoke.
How that, you know, that flash would blind you, it would, you know, distract you from your target and so forth. Well, during the day, especially now that we have the sun beating down upon us, yes, both of them smoked, okay? Both guns smoked, but the majority of the smoke of the non-ported was kind of coming to the sides over here. And the ported version was making smoke rings and blowing it out in front of her.
It was like it was just sitting in front of the gun.
Right.
Going,
and I could see her several times
yeah,
moving the gun looking for the red dot, because she was looking through it, literally through a cloud of smoke. So that would be another reason I get to see real life, how that all of those gases and that smoke was just going out in front of the gun. And it is distracting, it is. But we're never mind all of that. So both of them obviously feel the same in the hand, because it's literally the same gun.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Literally the same gun. So just shooting, just how much fun you had shooting them. Would you prefer one over the other?
I'd prefer the non-ported.
I
mean, there's not much of a difference in the kick, I don't think. I mean, that is a little less kick, but this one, I mean...
Would you buy this one over that one?
No. No, I'd save the money.
You'd save your money and buy that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, there you have it. I mean, again, you can see her initial review or initial thoughts on this gun, and talks about, you know, a few other little things. You know, she's not very vocal about the gun. She's very to the point, no faking.
Cooking MC like a pound of bacon.
There you go. Anyway, so she told me.
Cooking 9mm like a pound of bacon.
She told me this too off camera, that she would save her, if she wanted an Echelon, that she would save her money and buy the non-ported version. And because I wouldn't carry a ported version, I would agree with that. However, I do think they're more fun.
I mean, on some of the guns that we shoot and we have a non-ported, I don't know if we've ever compared a scenario like this, but most of the time the non-ported, you can really tell. But I can't really tell in this one when I'm shooting.
All right, well, I'm going to do the same thing she did.
Now, video may be different, but I can't.
I'm going to do the same thing she did, see if I can tell a difference, and then we'll do an accuracy test and then point it out at the woods and let you guys see the muzzle rise, and we'll just take it from there. All right, this is typically not something I do, and it may turn out like a popcorn fart in church, I don't know. But since you guys have already physically watched me shoot the ported gun and the Echelon, because I have videos up on both of them, I'm not gonna let you see me. I'm just gonna try to shoot out in front of the camera here and do my run of the two of them, and, you know, give my assessment on whether I'd buy one over the other. I'm gonna start with the non-ported, but the reason I'm doing this is because I want to see if it'll pick up on camera about what we were speaking to concerning the smoke. So I'm starting with the non-ported version here. Okay, Not sure if you could see the smoke or not. It honestly did not generate all that much smoke. But, and most of, like I was saying, and again, I hope this shows up, but like I was saying, most of it was going to the left of me and a little bit to the right or behind me. But let's shoot the ported one here and see if we can showcase the difference on camera, trying to shoot at the same targets. Okay. All right, so I'll get the camera turned around and give my assessment on the two and then do an accuracy test with Amanda and I. All right, I'm gonna start the accuracy test. I'm going to do it with, I'm gonna start with the non-ported, standing here at about 9 yards, and then we'll let Miss Amanda do it. We'll talk about the smoke thing at the end of the video. Might be able to see that a little better when we point it out towards the woods, but kind of didn't really show up on camera all that well. Non-ported. All right, I'm gonna turn the camera over here and do the ported version. Sorry about all that. All right, so we're gonna do the ported, same distance, 8 yards. Now, just pay attention to the group because I just threw that optic, that Tacticon optic on that non-ported version before I left, and I never even zeroed it. And it's shooting a little bit low, but we're just paying attention to the group. Okay, I was certainly more accurate with the non-ported, and there's a reason for that, and I'm gonna tell you what that, two reasons actually. I'm gonna tell you what those two reasons are after we let Miss Amanda shoot and we do our muzzle rise test. All right, Miss Amanda's gonna start out with the non-ported version, shooting at the smaller of the two plates. And just, again, just remember the optic is shooting a little bit low, but we're just looking at the group. So let's get it. Well, maybe it was me shooting low. So, ported version on the target right beside of it. That wasn't terrible. See what you got.
Well, I like the non-ported better, but I shot better with the ported.
Shot a little bit tighter with the ported.
Right.
But all right, I'm gonna try to hold the guns at the same spot for both of them, and just get a muzzle rise. Which one handles the recoil better? This, of course, is the non-ported version. I mean, either way, both of them are really good shooting guns. And here we go. Ported. It's like that smoke just lingers. The other one was pretty smoky too.
Well, what I noticed on the non-ported, it's like it just goes on both sides, but on the ported,
it's like it just lingers real thick out
on
in
one
front
side.
of you. Yeah. All right. Well, let's let Amanda do the same thing, and we'll shut the camera off and reload. Let her do the same thing and see if we can notice a difference in her hand. All right, we're gonna let Miss Amanda do the same thing, starting out with the non-ported. We had to pour some water over them because it's getting a little hot.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Got hot.
Got hot on. Yeah, it is getting a little hot, and they're sitting out in the sun too, which ain't helping. So, but yeah, you are right about that.
With the non,
About that smoke, because I'm standing.
it goes
over
both
here.
sides, and on the ported, it lingers in one spot.
Yeah. So let's move forward just a hair. Okay, right there, right there. All right.
You ready?
Ported version.
Ported. Ready?
Ready.
Sorry, my thumb was burning up.
So let's talk about that. All right, so in Amanda's hand, I was trying to watch, and you know, admittedly, I couldn't really tell that much of a difference. However, watching it back, when I was shooting it, I could definitely tell a difference I could feel the difference. I could feel the difference in the felt recoil, and I could see the difference in the muzzle rise watching it back on camera. Now, I haven't watched hers back on camera, but just looking at it through the camera, I could see that it didn't seem to make a whole lot of a difference. But the gun is getting a little hot. We have put close to 500 rounds through the ported version now, and it is sitting out here in the sun. So I'm sure that didn't help. I did pour some water over it, but it's still getting a little hot out here. But nonetheless, we'll take hers, we'll take mine. Mine definitely showed that there was I wouldn't say significant, but definitely a difference in the muzzle rise on the on the ported version of the Echelon. So, but I liked when she was shooting it. I don't know if the same was true when I was shooting it, but I liked how it showed up, how that it was propelling that smoke out in front of you. Both of them seemed to be as equally smoky, right? But as I was standing to the left of you behind the camera, I was literally just breathing, inhaling that smoke as it was coming. I guess it would go the direction the wind is blowing, and it's kind of blowing this way a little bit. So I was inhaling that stuff, and you could see that on the camera too. And as you were shooting the ported version, you could see how it was blasting that smoke out in front of you. And it is very distracting. I'll give you that. It's very distracting. And Miss Amanda doesn't shoot as much as I do, so when she was on target with it, it was really hindering. She was having to find the dot and stuff. She's still working with the red dots and things, and so it was really, really hindering her staying on target. So, but again, it doesn't matter if she should have been able to stay on target, train more, all this other stuff that people say. The fact of the matter is, real world application is propelling all of those gases out in front of you while you're trying to defend yourself on any ported gun. Not just the Echelon, but I would say that would hold true for any ported gun. When it's propelling those gases out in front of you, that smoke, it's got to be a distraction. It just has to be. I don't see how it can't be. However, with that said, you know that my favorite platform has never been the Echelon. That's just never been my favorite platform. You guys know I'm a CZ guy. I would rank the Echelon, 1 through 10 as far as reliability, features of the gun, all of that, solid 9.5 for sure. As far as just feeling the hand, I'd say a 8.5, maybe 9. It's just something about it. There's something about the trigger, something about the recoil impulse. Those two things, I'm ranking them somewhere between 6.5, maybe 7. I'm just not a huge fan, but hey, I rank most Smith & Wessons, most all of them, somewhere around the 5. So it gets better than that, okay? As you know, I handle the best with the H&Ks and the CZs. It just is what it is. I've done videos. We all like something different. This was comparing these two. So end result, if one of them's $100 more than the other, if the ported's $100 more than the non-ported, would you spend the extra $100?
No,
okay?
I'd stick with non-ported.
Not for defense and nor for just range fun. What about just for range fun? You weren't carrying either one of them. You
non-ported.
You still like the non-ported, okay? Well, for range fun, okay, I'm definitely always going to pick the ported gun. The ported guns are just a blast to shoot. They just are. And they're just so much more fun at the range. And that's what I'm going to use them for. So since I'm not going to carry the Echelon platform, so used to saying shield, the Echelon platform, since I'm not going to carry that, great gun, not knocking it, built well. HS makes great products, as I've already said. But since I'm not going to carry the Echelon, never have, and I don't know that I ever will unless it's the only gun I have left, I'm picking the comped version for sure because it is just way more fun. And when I was out here yesterday just shooting with the comp, I had a ton of fun with it, a whole lot more fun than I did the non-ported version of the Echelon. So there you have it, folks. Nothing scientific, just blue collar, down to earth. What you probably would do if you were out at the range with your buddies. Oh, how much more accurate is it? Well, what about this one? Well, we try to cover those items. We're not getting scientific here. Definitely less muzzle rise with the ported version. Up next will be either the CZ P10C ported or the Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0 carry comp or the PX9 duty comp from Tesis, but we will compare all those three. Thanks so much for watching. Hit the thumbs up, be sure to subscribe, and as always, to God only be the glory.